What is up, guys? This is Kobe here, and welcome to this month's installment of the latest Ice Link Guns video. I can't keep fucking doing monthly videos, bro. This is not how this was supposed to go. But I figured it's about that time. So in a video way back, I talked about how I wasn't gonna be making any class guides anymore, but I'll still do some class showcases. And I figured going back on the YouTube channel, this year, 2021. I've never really covered a video over Kain, and I've been playing this class for quite a bit over the past little while. I played it quite a bit on release. I funded it a little bit, got it to 210, and I kept it on the back burner for a little while. I did end up funding it to like boss mule status, to where I can kill all bosses up to Cvell, which is what I'm going to be showing y'all today. Just a quick little CRA showcase and how the class plays at boss fights and stuff. But I did sort of pick it back up a little bit whenever the anniversary patch came around, just so I can start capping coins on it, just so I can buy items for other characters and whatnot. So let me officially introduce y'all to my Kain. Level 213, J with the beam. He's rocking full Absol, full CRA. The flames that I bought for this character are actually somewhat low. I know I ended up re-rolling the flames on the Absols on my own, so they're kind of not really all that great. But all the flames that I rolled on this character and all the flames that I bought were bought before the whole flame change happened, the flame controversy in this game going up in flames. I did not mean to make that an actual pun. But anyway, so it's got okay gear whenever I use Myth Warrior. It ends up at about 10.5k stat. And secondaries, weapon and emblem are at least 2 lines. Both the weapon and the secondary are 6% attack and 15% IED, which might not even be necessary considering my IED on this character is 91%. I humbly believe that this class actually has a decent amount of IED, because with just 2 sources of 15 and Tim stats, which give 30%, I'm already at 91. So I don't think this class struggles too much in the IED department. But what I'll be showing y'all, like I said earlier, I'm gonna be doing some CRA, I'm gonna start from Cvell and then move my way back all the way to Queen. And I'll just be talking more about this class's bossing capabilities and kind of where it puts itself on like the overall damage charts and how strong or how weak this class actually is. So this is kind of like a video that whoever is somebody who's gonna main the class, obviously I'm not 100% knowledgeable, so it wasn't, like I said, not a full-on guide, just doing some boss showcases. Whoever's gonna main the class, whoever wants to have it as a boss mule, can kind of just look at it and see whether they want to really go about doing it or not. I'm sure there's some other Kain videos out there. I know very popular KMS YouTuber streamer Goja decided to main Kain after quitting his Pathfinder, and he ended up soloing Hard Loosen on it pretty early. I'll link some of his content down in the description, because I'm sure that's something that some aspiring Kain mains might want to see. And yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start off on this bossing. I just want to remind y'all, Kain's bossing follows one simple rule. You add death blessing stacks to bosses through possession skills, and you take them away dealing massive damage with execution skills. I'll go more about that once I actually go to the boss. I actually haven't played this job in a while in like doing actual real bossing, so I might be a little rusty on the mechanics. I know some people follow like some sort of ideal combo, which is something that I personally, I need keys, which is something that I personally will not be following because, well, I don't really know them very well. So we're just gonna kind of use possession skills on our own little regard here and see how we rock with that. So first off, you use possession skills by using the second job skill, Possession. Warning, this skill is ping based. You need to know that, because whenever you use it, there is a little bit of a delay, which the delay is caused by server lag for when you actually press it and your gauge goes into possession mode. But first we're going to go off and start with the burst. So we are going to bind, and we are going to use our 5th job skill, which is this skill here. What this skill does is it adds 15 death blessing stacks to the boss, and The skill that you use afterwards is another 5th job skill, which is an execution skill, which takes away 14 of those 15 marks. We're going to go ahead and pop this little bubble here, and then use the final skill of Thanatos Blessing, or Thanatos Descent, not Blessing. And also, the last skill of Thanatos Blessing, Thanatos Descent, is also acts as like a massive death blessing counter. So now because Cvell has so many death blessing stacks on him, the idea is to take them all away with the idea is to take them all away with execution skills, which is when sometimes you'll really have to end up spamming Phantom Blade, because Phantom Blade, the 3rd job skill, is the only execution skill that Kain has that doesn't have a cooldown. And Cvell, yeah, currently has 14 marks still, and we'll still kind of sort of use like our other execution skills whenever they're off cooldown. And then also, I know there was like a question that rose up about this class and how it benefits off of cooldown resets. It's okay. It's not something I would prioritize, because the only thing it'd be really useful for would just be like your regular execution skills. The best skill to reset would be Phantom Blade. No, not Phantom Blade. The Needle at 4th job. Phantom Blade is no cooldown. The Needle at 4th job does a ton of damage, and I messed up in the rotation of my burst there. I ended up using the 5th job skill, the Blitz. So we'll just kind of have to do a couple other things with how this works here. I forgot, Kain's main 2 5th job skills have a 90-second cooldown, and this one actually killed me. Yeah, I ain't even see nothing there. Luckily, I do have some freezers. I actually only have 2 left, so I need to be a little smart with how I play and not do just random shit like that, because that's going to cost me. And again, because I messed up kind of how the rotation works, Cvell currently has a ton of death blessing marks on him, and my main priority right now is to make sure I take those off. That almost killed me. But so far it's going okay, you know, besides that death. He currently has 8 marks on him, and that's going to be another death right there. Yeesh, yikes, this is not going too well. I also forgot to use guild skills, so yeah, nah. Like I said earlier, I got some rustiness with this job, so please forgive me for my actions. Not looking too hot. I have to get out of there real fast. He might even be using the fireballs right now for all I know. Yep, he is. We gotta make sure we see that coming through. Keep an eye on the 5th job skills, because it's serious mode now. We can't be showcasing trash. Go ahead, use Thanatos Descent. Also, whenever you use Thanatos Descent, it acts as a really nice attack boost. So that's something that you really want to have up here. That might have not been the best idea. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay. Wow, I can't believe that killed me. Don't play like this. Alright, let me just pop off this skill because, you know, the cooldown. If he uses fireballs, yeah, we're blessed. Eesh. Yeah, rustiness is showing, for sure. For a video that's supposed to show y'all how this class goes, perhaps I'm not really doing the best job at kind of showcasing how it works. But here we go, we just took off all of the marks off of Cvell. I just can't die again, otherwise I'm going to lose all my buffs. And it's not going to be a good look for the rest of the fight. I really wasn't intending on dying this many times, so trying to get a little hold of it. Whenever bind is up again though, it should be a kill, so I just have to learn how to kind of manage with that. That was super close, by the way. Currently in possession right now. Also, if there's also another thing that I do want to note, Kain's dash skill at first job, Shadow Step, has a 10-second cooldown. but the cooldown will be automatically reset if you use an execution skill that's not Phantom Blade. The reason why Phantom Blade doesn't work is because Phantom Blade has no cooldown, and that would just be cheating. Okay, I'm gonna just chill out for a little bit. He might, yeah, laser. I expected that. Also, if you are interested in this character's nodes, it's mostly just like fit job skills. I have no boost nodes equipped because I never really got around to doing boost nodes. That's why I said that I wasn't really planning on making a guide, because the boost nodes was something that I completely learned about playing this job. All my V skills are up for the most part, but I'm going to hold off on using them because mine will be up in like 20 seconds. Same with Thanatos. Yeah, we'll try to do this. Alright, that did damage him. Cool, cool, cool. We still want to keep some of these death blessing marks on him. And he's currently at 11. So this is when we gotta start spamming Phantom Blade and all that. Also, something that I haven't been utilizing is that on my J key, that's an iframe. You don't really do much. All you can really do is move around in it in like this weird looking cocoon. But that does act as an iframe. Very important to have. Completely messed up that. Hero bind right here. Messed up that too. But we should still be okay. Ooh. I'll say, okay, don't press dash twice, because if you press dash twice, you'll actually end up canceling the dash instead. And then let me end Thanatos. I don't know why it took me so long to click that, but this should do it here. Alright, there we go. We cleared Cvell. Not the best showcase! Definitely not the best showcase. Because it took this long, this is definitely a reason why I don't really run COA on this character weekly. I do like for my weekly bosses to take a shorter amount of time than that, but that's okay. But while I'm ahead, let me go ahead and buy some more buff freezers before I showcase some of the other boss fights. Next up, we have Von Von. This one can be kind of shit, because it always is. But one trick I like to do when I just do Von Von on any character is make sure I have a BA running, so I know when certain phases start, depending on the amount of damage I do. Whenever I hit the 30 billion damage mark, that's when I know he starts jumping. And I'm currently at about 3 bill done. Currently just kind of using all my possession skills right now. Getting rid of some of these, some of the malice that I had gained, so I can do some executions. Whenever he disappears and reappears again, though, and he starts shooting out like the magic beam like that, then I'll use this skill. That skill, I believe, lasts for about 5 seconds, maybe longer, but whenever it hits 15 times, that's when it stops. I've currently done 28 bill, so 2 bill more until he starts jumping. So he should be jumping. Yeah, he's jumping now. So a little early, but still fine, still fine. So when he disappears and reappears again, actually I'll get on some of these other clocks here. Yeah, I'll use the skill. Oop, he jumped again. Luckily, I do have sound effects on, so I know whenever he jumps because of that. And that's also very dangerous because I literally cannot see what he was doing there. I'm also just gonna say fuck it and pop off with Thanatos right now. And duck, because yeah. Is he gonna jump soon? Ooh, okay, cool. Shadow Step saved me right there. Just so I wouldn't be falling to the ground a little bit. Also, I like to gauge whenever I use the final attack of this skill, of Thanatos, by the music. And now I've kind of been put at a disadvantage because it's towards the end of the song and I'm not going to be able to pop off the final skill unless... No, almost had it. Really thought I was going to be able to do it, but nah, bad timing, bad timing. Oop, jump again. see some of these execution skills. He currently has no marks on him. I could use my V skills again. Did he jump? I don't even know if he jumped. I guess I'll wait till the next jump and then use V skills. Okay, now I gotta wait till he teleports. So I know I can like see him and stuff. And then wait for the... Alright, now go. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes that happens. And I'm currently in possession mode right now. Almost actually died from that. Not looking too good. So the run is scuffed a little bit. I do need to use this bubble though. I gotta pop off of the bubble because the bubble does a ton of damage. Right now, at least in KMS, Kain did go through a couple of job balancing changes, and one of the main changes to their bid job skills is that the bubble's cooldown was cut in half, and the amount of time you need, or the amount of like stacks it can go up to, was changed from 5 to 15, and then there it goes again, obviously. It was changed from, changed from 15 to 5. And what the stacks do is the skill is a base duration of 5 seconds, and for every stack you get, it lasts an extra second. So because the stack count went down, the total duration of the skill went from 20 seconds to 10 seconds. So the skill lasts half the time, but the cooldown was also cut in half. It'll be Tornado Phase soon. But they did buff the damage, so overall it did end up being a buff for the skill. It was also nice to have us let us use it more frequently as well, due to the weird placement that it has. Because like it's a stationary bubble, you can't move it at all, and if a monster moves out of it, then you're pretty much buffed for the next 3 minutes. Bind soon, but Tornado Phase is happening really soon. This is definitely one of the more poor runs. Not necessarily gonna fuck with this. I'm not even gonna use Thanatos because I might just go ahead and save it for Pierre. Okay, here. Ooh, this has to be Tornado. I use the V skills now. This should do it, this should do it, this should do it. Good, good, good. Alright. So at least that was deathless. I don't know why I don't have a pet on. But, it was alright. I feel like I could have controlled a little better for the stat and the amount of time it took for me to do that boss fight, though. I would definitely say it's not really that good, but we're moving on to Pierre. Like, I think the Cvell timing was okay, but the Bonbon timing was kind of shit. So again, we do a BA for Bonbon. Whenever I hit 24 bill, that's when he starts splitting up and doing all that nonsense. We start executing him. Got 2 stacks, 1 stack, good. So I do have bind, so we will be performing a no split. Should not be that hard to do at all, especially with this class's pretty decent-ish burst of capabilities, especially considering 2 of the V skills have a 90-second cooldown. Go ahead and execute them. Two, 3. Yeah, you can see as those death flexing marks go off on them. I guess I will just end up saving Thanatos for whenever I have to burst them down. Alright, opposite hat, it's good. Though it looks like all the death blessing stacks that I placed on him are now gone because he did change hats. So not a good look for that. Alright, skill lock, that's fun. So that's one of the bad things for Pierre on Kain. Whenever he changes hats, you use all of the marks that go on him. Red on red. Alright, you can't attack this way. He's almost halfway dead. I am pretty confident in my burst abilities to be able to burst like the entire second half of the boss on this character. But just to be safe, We're not gonna do that. We're most certainly not gonna do that. Right. Over. Red on red again. It is what it is. Didn't really do much damage to him that time around. But on the bright side, my Malice is currently regenerating, so I'll be able to use possession skills more frequently whenever he does come back up. And all my execution skills are off of cooldown as well. Alright, so let's begin. Ooh, didn't get them all off the time. Whatever. And I missed that too. It's not good. Look at my skill cooldowns. Get that off. Ooh, almost had it. So currently 60% of his health has been done. So whenever he does switch to a different hat, the opposite hat of me, then we can go ahead and reverse him down. But other stats for show, I'm about 3.1 mil range. This class currently has 87.20% final damage. And I am sitting on 215 boss. So I think with the amount of boss and IED that I have and the critical damage, damage is kind of alright. But once again, I'll go over its like rankings amongst all the jobs soon. But before I do that, here's first. I'm gonna wait till he disappears. And we're gonna use that. Oh my god, I hope I use that. Oh my, I didn't even hit him with that. It's no problem, but I'm still disappointed in myself. Because it really didn't have to be like that. But we still killed him. Again, I would have been very confident bursting down that second half because this class's bursting capabilities are actually not as bad as it would seem. Alright, last boss, Queen. I was waiting on my cooldowns a little bit. Now, for tanking breath, I don't think I can do it. I think my my health is too low. Plus, it also depends on your defense as well. Like, some sort of multiplier considering your defense. And my defense is also not very high at all. So, we're not even going to try to tank breath. So let me go ahead and start off this BA. No reason to have a BA in Queen. I just like to see how much damage I do. Starting up with the usual, we are going to use my main 2-fit job skills. I'll throw up the bubble because why not? It's only going to be 6 seconds long, but it is what it is. Then let's use breath. Pretty sure she did. Here we go. Alright, so about 2.4k per second. And it goes up to 4.8 and then 7.2. Currently at 2 stacks. He's my executes. Luckily, my control in the class is getting a little better as I progress through these bosses because, well, I'm just kind of gaining the skill back at the moment. Maybe doing Cvell at the very start wasn't the best idea because, well, yeah. Let me go ahead and pop this off, though. Now it has all of these stacks that I gotta get off by using all my execute skills. That is literally the only thing I'm gonna use in this phase. Ooh. And maybe my hyper as well. This arrow. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. All the executes are off. So that wasn't that bad of a damage push. See, when I can actually dish out the damage, I don't really do... I don't look weak at all. So it's a good thing. Which pretty much confirms that whenever the next burst happens, it should be an easy kill. But before then, I gotta keep jumping around. Mirror right there. Save. Oop, oop, oop. Get away from that. 5 stacks. Let's start executing. Not looking too good. There we go. I also don't even have Hero's Will Hawk Speed, which is something I'm gonna need to toss on there. Oh, my main skills are up. We'll just use these. Yeah, I need to remember those have a 90-second cooldown. But other than that, I think Queen is pretty much about to be done. Oh, let me pop off my execution skills before she takes them over. And I'll lose them all. Kill. Mirror, mirror, mirror. What else over there? Run away! Not a good look, not a good look. Yeah, fuck. I thought I might have been able to do Deathless and Queen, but little do I know. I'll wait until she changes modes to be able to use the bubble. And I might have actually been able to use the bubble for like half of this fight. But of course, little old me does not pay attention. Let me pop off executes. Damn it, I'm too late. Okay, heroes will, because that's not hotkey for unspecified reasons. We'll put that on 7. Or then we'll use Thanatos, this. I don't even know what's happening, but we're gonna use Heroes Will, and then we're just gonna kill Queen. Please don't DR. Oh, she's dead anyway. Alright. Overall, that performance, Cvell was definitely my worst performance, and maybe Von Bon. I didn't die in Von Bon, but it definitely felt like there were more times where I could have done much more damage. Queen was about a little under 4 minutes, and I don't even count how long Pierre was, just because of RNG. But overall, remember, these are my stats: 10.5k, 3.5 mil range with the hyperactive that gives 15% damage and 15% attack, 215 boss, and 91 IED. Also a reminder that this class has a base 50% stance, and the only way you can get 100% stance is if you use either Thanatos, the 5th job skill, or the level 190 hyper. So yeah, I feel like it's really weird that it works like that. So if you just want 100% uptime on your stance, just use Mihao. I think Mihao wouldn't be too bad on this job, to be honest. But shoot, that was Kain CRA. In terms of overall damage, what the people have officially like somewhat confirmed this class to be at, it barely made its way into the top half of jobs. Barely. Like, if there was a class they put it right above, unironically, it's right above Dark Knight. And this is after Dark Knight's buffs that are received in Neo. So a person who could fully play Kain to the best of their ability would only do slightly more damage than a Dark Knight. And it's 10 times harder to play than a Dark Knight. So that's one of the main downsides. But before I end this video, I know this is about, like, for people who wanted to maybe check out the class, potentially main it. But let me talk to you about some bullshit that this class has, though. This class is an archer, and there's no sharp eyes. What? The only other archer in this game that does not have sharp eyes is Mercedes. The reason why they did not give it sharp eyes, I'm not necessarily so sure. Also, a lot of people like to compare this job to Pathfinder, and if you want my honest opinion on that, I think Pathfinder is so much better than Kain in every goddamn possible way. Maybe the fun aspect could be different, because a lot of people find Pathfinder boring, which I don't blame them, because it's mainly just a macro spam. And Kain has a lot more skills to manage than just a macro spam. As you could tell, I definitely did not play as efficiently as possible in this video, but Pathfinder is still slightly stronger than Kain. And it's much, much, much less effort to play a Pathfinder. So the main reason why people would actually play this class is because they like how it looks, like how it plays. That's it. And, you know, power to y'all for that if y'all do. I really, you know, that's just the type of thing that some people like to be on. Like, I literally main Dark Knight, but the job change coin to hero is literally in the coin shop. But I'm not job changed to a hero, which is a better class than the Dark Knight, because I like Dark Knight. So it can literally be the exact same way for Kain, for people who want to play Kain. you can just piece sock your gear and move it to a Pathfinder and be a much better archer, in my opinion, at least. But if you like Kain's playstyle, if you like how Kain looks, you know, like I said, it's all good. Nothing to worry about. But yeah, that's the Kain video. Again, not enough knowledge on this class to be able to make any sort of class guide, so that won't be coming. But that's it. Let me know how you feel about the class in the comments. Again, because this run or this video might have included some rusty mechanics over the job, you could check out some videos in the description below about some other people who actually play this class and actually have a little bit more sense on playing it. So that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully the next video isn't in a month. We're gonna try to get things sorted together. It most likely won't be, because summer patch is around the corner and it's gonna be content time. So I'm gonna see you guys later.